What's up everyone, it's Maven and welcome back to another video. For today's video, I'm going to be showing you my latest MOC. This time it's going to be Lloyd's Elemental Dragon. So over the past few years, the LEGO Ninjago series line have been releasing some of Lloyd's dragons, but honestly in my opinion I think they didn't really look that great, so I decided to build my own, and this is the best creation of Lloyd's dragon I can think of. Now, with that out of the way, I'm just going to disassemble it and show you all the limbs of this dragon. Okay, so I broke everything down from Lloyd's dragon into each limb. So here we have is the lower leg section, the head, the tail, and the wings. And this piece is just for holding all the limbs together. Now with that out of the way, let's start with the legs. Okay, so as for the legs, we can see that there aren't really any like claws on the feet at all, which I guess it's okay. It's really, there's not really a lot of detail into this dragon. And as you can see, this bright green color actually does form the body section, and I really like this though because it tells you which one is part of the body and which one is not. And as you can see, this is just like pretty much the top of the body right there. And as we can see, this whole body section is supposed to continue from the legs and stop from the feet. And as we can see from the articulation, it does move forward and back, and it can move up, as well as there's a few, well actually not a few, a lot of rotation as well. Same goes for the feet as well. Full rotation, it can move forward and back, and also some side to side as well. And also for like the ankles, they can bend forward and back only, but yeah, I think that's okay. Now let's move on to the wings. So the wing assembly is also very good as well. These wing designs that I've created are supposed to resemble like the very first dragons that Ninjago actually created. So what you have is that the wings could actually spread out like that, and then they can close back. And also from this joint, they can actually flap as well. And these pieces on either side, which they are basically hinges, they're supposed to resemble like the arms or hands, I should say, of the wings for the dragon. Now let's move on to the tail. Okay, for the tail, it's pretty basic as well. My only complaint is that I wish it would be longer, but due to the limited resources of bricks I have, I think this is okay. So for the points of articulation, you have a ball joint right here, which allows the tail to move side to side, up and down, and rotate all the way. There are also some additional hinges right here, which allows the tail to move like up and down as well, which I think looks very cool as well. There are some additional bricks right here to give the tail some more detail, but I don't really think I really needed it, but it's all that I have, so I might as well use them. Anyway, let's move on to the final joint. And last but not least, we have the head. As you can see, it's a very complex design, I would say. There's a lot of small pieces I kinda used in this design. As for articulation, there is a movement of rotation up and down, as well as some side to side movement and a full rotation. And also the mouth can open and close, as well as these little horn pieces, which they can move up or down. And I think this is probably like my favorite part of the dragon though. It gives it more like some kind of like dynamic pose, as well as it covers most of this light green piece that I use in order to connect some of these half slope pieces right here. So yeah, there's that. And also I use some jumper plates to resemble the nostril, and it's not that bad really. I actually kind of like it. And also you can see that I also use some white bricks as like connection with the eye though. I think of adding like a contrasting color, and the white actually works in this contrasting greens in this head. And yeah, anyway, I'm gonna start putting the dragon all back together. So we have the wings again, have the tail in the lower section, as well as this 4x4 plate with a 2x2 plate on top. Okay, so here is Lloyd's dragon reassembled again. Now, as an additional bonus, I've also created this little harness piece to resemble that the dragon is tame, but without it, it just looks like it's been in the wild for so long. So, I'm just gonna move this out of the side. So, this harness is just pretty much made out of plates and tiles, as well as some of these pieces along the side, and also there's some white as well to pretty much match what the dragon was going on with the white inside of the head. Now, this is the only Lloyd figure I have, well, up to date. This is the Sons of Garmadon suit that I have. Now we're just gonna let him sit down, just like that. And now we can just pretty much attach him right on this plate right here. So just do it like that, and there you go. Now Lloyd is pretty much riding the dragon. Unfortunately, I do not have any like Lego chain pieces, but if I would be able to like allow Lloyd to use some chains to grab onto the dragon, it's not just only with the harness, that would have been perfect. But yet again, this is only the amount of pieces I have, so I'm pretty much okay with what I have right here. Now, as for comparison, I have here my Transformers Cyberverse Jawchomp Grimlock, and they're pretty much about the same height. But I mean, unless if you remove the harness, this dragon is pretty short. So I'm just gonna put this back on and move this out to the side. So yeah, that's it. So here's my video for Lloyd's dragon, and also stay tuned because this dragon can do more than what you just saw in this video. So I hope you guys like this video right now. Please let me know if you like this, and I'll catch you next time.